Hey there, you wonderful Joy Boys. Before we begin this week's episode, there is some unfortunate news we must share. If you follow us on Twitter, you are already well aware of this, but we needed to find the right time and place to address this on our own platform, and that is the passing of Reggie Groover, aka Slick Goku of 2GA's bootlegged fame. Reggie was the multi-talent. He could write, act, direct, sing, animate, and build an incredible community all on his own. Having known Reggie for the better part of a decade, what impressed me the most, however, was just how inclusive he was. How real he was. He was one of the first people I met in this corner of the web, and one of the first to even give me the time of day, and despite how far that wealth of talent took him, and it took him far, he never changed. He was still my friend, a dear collaborator, and we always kept each other involved in our projects, even when sometimes it hysterically made no sense for each other. The last I spoke to him was just a few weeks ago. The usual updates on each other's projects. I told him to get ready to reprise his role as Genist in an upcoming My Hero parody, and then just before last week's episode of the podcast, we got the news that he was gone. Val asked me if I even felt comfortable doing an episode that week, but I just thought back to what Reggie would say. Keep making moves. And that is what we do in his honor. We keep moving. I am reminded by Reggie's passing what a goddamn privilege it is to build what we have here at JoyRide. And that the very unfair reality that sometimes we're at some point we're all gonna have to say goodbye to each other. And by the time this episode airs, Reggie's funeral will have concluded. The fundraiser that they held, those goals will be crushed because what he left behind was an incredible community and set of friends. And so he's going to go out on a fucking high note. So all I ask for you guys to do today is just tell your friends, your family, your favorite creatives, your collaborators that you love them. Because tomorrow is not guaranteed, kids. It's just not. You gotta fucking make it. You gotta keep making moves. We love you so much, Reggie, and right now, we're gonna keep moving.
Now boarding for Rebuild of Joycast, your weekly destination for anime, manga, and more.
Well, it's Val's birthday, everyone.
Yeah! Happy birthday!
We love you, Val.
I want
Thank you
a
for being
song.
born.
I want a song now.
I mean, what song that isn't copyrighted?
Is the the birthday
The
song's
birthday song
copyrighted,
is
isn't
copyrighted. Yes, that's true.
Flips through
Oh, yeah.
Chainsaw Man musical catalog of songs we actually own. I got
Do
a
that.
letter in the mail today. Said it was Val's birthday.
That's good.
There, that's all I'm doing. I'm not the singer. So this one's gonna be a quickie because we're all busy boys this week. So
Yeah.
we just want to briefly mention the two chapters. Chainsaw Man took a week off. So we've got My Hero Academia and we've got One Piece. We'll start with My Hero Academia.
I'm gonna say I think we should start with One Piece.
Oh, we'll start with One Piece then.
Yeah, the birthday boy has decreed we start with One Piece.
Birthday boy decides.
Yeah. So,
Enjoy
One Piece was a lot.
one day.
One Piece felt like it didn't feel like a very big chapter, but we did find out a few things. For one thing, Stussy, after betraying CP0, I thought was going to be working for some kind of third party, or still working for the government, but not really down with Lucci and Kaku's plan of just eradicating it. But no, turns out she is on Vegapunk's side because he is her creator, and he has had this informant in the world government's branch of information gathering for like the past 20 or so years or whatever. They get the Seraphim under the control. There's a gross exploitation of power going on back at Whitebeard's hometown Sphinx by a bunch of shithead Marines who are like literally threatening children, and we get to see someone that we didn't think we'd see for a really long time, Edward Weevil, actually have a heroic and kind of cool moment where he basically sends all the Marines packing. In response, Admiral Ryokugyu, or Green Bull, comes and has a fight with someone that, you know, wouldn't absolutely body him. And as it turns out, we also find out that Miss Buckin is actually the original Buckingham Stussy, and thus the clone, or the originator of the clone, of the current Stussy. Yeah, so she went through some bad future One Piece shit for sure. If like those, you've seen though, I've talked about them before, the bad future, good future things that Oda's drawn. And interestingly enough, Kizaru is actually traveling with one of the 5-star elders to go to, it seems to go to Egghead Island. And it's like, why is he bringing him along with him? Does he have like some sort of purpose? Are we going to see what like the 5-star elders can actually do? I don't know. So it was kind of interesting, but not actually the most eventful chapter. It was like a lot of
we're on the edge. We said this last
jumping.
week. We're on the edge of a legendary moment. Like, we're just like, we're almost there. When's the great, incredible fucking thing gonna happen?
Yeah, I can see that. Absolutely.
That's how it's been for a couple chapters now. Like you're there.
Yeah, but like, what can we expect? Because the last chapter of One Piece was, I mean, I had my issues with it, but it was pretty great for some of the things that's revealed. I mean, I've been thinking on what you've been saying for ages now, Ivan, anyone can be a clone now,
I mean, I'm starting to think
anyone can be a
Weevil's
clone.
a fucking Whitebeard clone.
That's what I'm thinking. No, absolutely. That was literally what I was thinking. Is he like a bad Whitebeard clone?
Like a defective one? Maybe, like, he's got the stitches. Did fucking Hogback have a fucking say in this? Like...
But no, that's absolutely a good point. It'd be great if Hogback was like a relevant character. In fact, why isn't Hogback part of Mads? That's a question. But whatever. Do you have any like outlying thoughts besides that, Ivan?
No, that was purely it. Like
I have
I
no
said,
thoughts. I'm not caught up on One Piece at all.
we're just on the edge of a very great moment. Like, it's all like he's teasing a climax that we're just not arrived at just yet.
I liked a little interaction with Zoro, surprisingly.
That's what I was about to say next. I'm like, Zoro stands going fucking nuts on Twitter, I bet.
Yeah, no, I really like the bit where he's like, on closer inspection, you're not the same to the Mihawk Seraphim. You actually have a spark of humanity still. I found that, like, kind of interesting. But only because, like, Mihawk is such a enigma to us at this point, really.
Right.
Like, we don't know much about Mihawk, and I want to know more about Mihawk.
Everyone does. People specifically want to know his power level.
Well, that I can vibe
True.
with. I do love
Yeah.
Mihawk.
Mihawk's cool as fuck. I think that Mihawk's gonna have something to do with Emu, but just because they have the same eyes, and you know, the Japanese and like manga and how they love doing stuff with eyes and like, you know, forming
the
connections with
Japanese.
people through their eyes. So yeah, that's basically all I've got on this chapter. It felt like a short one, I'll be honest. Like, the last one was just packed, but this one was absolutely, felt like a mini one. You're absolutely right, though. I do also feel like we're on the cusp of, like, something really amazing happening here. And, like, you know, the St. J. Garcia Satin is gonna, like, rip off his suit, and he's gonna be fucking ripped. It's gonna be like a Master Roshi moment as he decimates all of Egghead Island. And we thought the Admirals were tough. That's probably what everyone in the One Piece fandom's thinking who's obsessed with power levels. Do you want to tell us about My Hero Academia, though, Ivan?
My Hero Academia, another short chapter, just like One Piece, but in this way, an almost like stunningly corrective chapter of My Hero Academia. Overall, here's what happened: is we get the unneeded exposition of how Lady Nagant, like, not as if we could not already assume how she got here. Of course, it follows our way, but it does offer a very interesting moment with Rocklock. So, wrap it right back from the beginning. Nagant is climbing out of the hospital. The doctor's trying to stop her because it's like, bro, first, you're in horrible condition. Second, you're under arrest, so you can't go anywhere. Rocklock shows up. Rocklock is interesting in this series because he has had a very stern view on heroes and villains, where heroes are heroes, villains are villains. You do bad, you're irredeemable. Fuck off. I don't talk that shit. You can tell that he's been shaken by the mutant riot that happened. That was a very important moment where he has come back here and going, I'll take responsibility for it. If she does anything, I will take that. I trust her. She's got stuff to do. The whole fight is very much focused on Deku and Shiki right now. We need all hands on deck there, if they are willing. So, interesting moment. as you see Val, you're talking about how you wanted consequences. She is shooting him, and as she's firing bullets, great fucking panel. The cracks in her bodies are fucking actively tearing and bleeding on the recoil of the sniper.
I liked that bit a lot.
I'm just like, all right, like, this is fucking rough on her. Like, she's not really gonna die here, but like, we're getting close here.
It's one of those annoying things where it's like, in One Piece, it's like, no one dies in One Piece. And when they do, it's like...
The idea of death in My Hero is so foreign to me, because as you guys know, like, I pretty much just watched the early episodes.
Yeah.
And so the fact that people are like dying now, I'm like, is
Well,
this
they're not
the
really.
same show I was watching before?
A lot of people died off screen in the Meta Liberation War, but otherwise it hasn't really happened here. Again, limbs in the absence of consequences. But if Nagant died here, it'd be pretty fucking badass, and it would really make up for that explosion in the Vigilante arc.
I know he's coming, but I don't know. I feel like if Bakugo were to just sit out from here on out, I'd be okay with that, considering how much of a devastating blow he took.
Right.
But
Otherwise,
I feel like,
yeah.
like I think it wouldn't be bad if like Bakugo came back and it's like, oh yeah, Bakugo's fucking okay, like, you know, he's been stabilized or whatever, he's all good. But I know that in like the next chapter, he's gonna like probably come in and help Deku.
Right. Yeah, you know.
That's my assumption. Yeah. But no, I agree with you. The Lady Nagant bit where she's like fucking spewing out blood all out the cracks of her body and everything was really fucking cool. I like the bit where she was like looking up the sky as a potentially a UA student, a hero student, whichever, and it like zooms in on her eyes and she's got like a light back in it. And it's obviously like,
and
you know,
she's being fucking torn apart. Like, you see the water, it's like a mix of water and blood. It's fucking badass. It's fucking awesome. And then
Yeah,
meanwhile,
super cool.
one of the most corrective thing, we have Shiggy finally hopefully fully denying 0 for 1. Like, finally breaking free. He should have never been under control in the beginning.
My heart was actually fucking like beating, so I was like, oh my god, because he's mentioning the like I can't remember his actual name, but
Tenko, his real name?
Tenko. Yeah, when he was like, oh, Tenko's villain and everything, my actual origin and everything, I was like, if you fucking turn around and be like, I want to be a hero too or something right fucking now, I was actually getting kind of fucking scared, and then he was like,
No.
I want, and then he went, I want to destroy everything. I'm like, oh, thank fuck.
Right? I mean, it's very corrective, like, because this was spoiled to us in our Discord. A fan brought in a lot of the early leaks, and I'm just like, the paragraph form, which I never fucking believe. As I read, I'm like, this sounds way too corrective to be real, but oh my god, it's real. This is so like, this shit's ending very soon. Like, we've discussed this on the Discord. If you guys want access to that, there's a link to the free part on our and every video link that we have. But if you want to get this specific My Hero private channel that we discuss this stuff in, it's only $1 a month on Patreon. But here I discussed like the roadmap to where we go from here, like, and we're all seem to be in very close agreement that holy fuck, this chapter just decided how quickly this is going to end, and it's going to end very quickly now because there's been a lot of corrective and a lot of ending setup. Like, there's only one more like clash between Deku and Shiggy now. Unless, like, again, as you established that, maybe they all turn on 0 for 1 at some point, but I feel like maybe Endeavor's gonna be the one to handle that.
That is really what I think is going to happen, because we have not checked in on All for One for a little bit after
It's gonna be very
confrontation with
quick.
them.
It's gonna take 2 chapters. If Endeavor's gonna be the one to take out AFO, it's gonna be very quick.
I am going to be... I just wouldn't be surprised. All for One is just going to show up.
We only got one more fake out in the tank because the size of these chapters, Horikoshi's in rough shape. He's clearly in rough shape, but he's still performing very highly. This is getting
this eye is like
spooky.
intense. The final panel is fucking raw. You got the UA building
sick.
falling in the background, the lightning. Deku looks sick. Shigaraki looks like a monster with his face all like, you know, shadowed and everything. It's fucking badass.
Yep, and then Deku says, his last line, I won't ignore the you that was crying, because we already know what Deku's goal is, and we know where this is going. Like, there's going to be a save here. You've already long called this.
Yeah, I don't want it though, as you know.
Goddamn, it's looking good. It's looking good. No complaints.
It's looking really good.
I'm in stunned disbelief that he actually corrected this, which just makes it worse. Honestly, it makes what came before so much worse. But let's enjoy the present, that we are getting the Shiggy that we want in the end. I don't want to hold too much against this man.
No. It's I mean that's good enough.
I've complained way too much, considering what's happening right now in the present is working. Though I will say that I am highly critical of now what has happened, even more critical of what's happened in the past, considering that he came to this roundabout conclusion. It seems like a lot of wasted energy at this point, considering he wanted to end this last year.
I would absolutely say that ever since the Mutant Rebellion period that we went through, like, you know, those few chapters, my hero has, like, done really fucking well.
Yeah, because that's the point where Hokoshi went, oh no, this is not ending this year like I said I would, like everyone said I would not. Because that's not, because mangaka don't know time correctly. They don't do time good.
No.
So that was the moment where he had his own come to Jesus Deku moment, where he's like, all right, no more dicking around. What must happen right now. So like the only real loose thread right now is that corn maze fight with Aoyama and Fat Gum. That's the only loose thread.
Who is holding the camera? There is a shot, the really cool shot where Deku is like headbutting Shigaraki off the building or off of UA, or he's like, you know, really like facing up to him in free fall. There's a shot on the left of Gentle Criminal, a shot of Midoriya, Lemillion, and then there is someone holding a camera. Yeah, there's someone holding a camera phone. I'm like, who is that?
That might just be Hori getting the media involved. We need to affirm Deku's existence as the #1 hero at the end. And this is probably how it's happening.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, Deku must be rewarded. He's the unsung champion, and now he will finally be seen. This is him being seen. Like, they won't be able to... All of Deku's involvement in every fucking hero crisis in the series has been...
swept under the rug. There's literally the bit where it's against Stain, and it's just like...
That's where it started, and it's been happening
we can't
constantly.
have, like, kids take credit for taking down, like, a major criminal.
Yeah.
You realize that, right? It's like... Oh.
Yep, and now it will no longer be ignored here.
True.
But that's all we're gonna say. We're brushing through these chapters very quickly because there is a hot topic we want to address. So the Crunchyroll stealthily dropped their Anime Award nominees for only like a week. It was like their original intent was for less than a week.
Oh fuck!
But then they went for a full week. At the time of recording, the voting has been closed.
Damn it!
For the audience, they did not want people to see these nominees. Tinfoil hat on, they want Attack on Titan to fucking sweep. Because their awards are in March this year. Ironically, when the new season of Attack on Titan airs. Because they had a really weird cutoff this season. There's no fall 2022 on this. Which is really fucking weird, considering that fall 2022 could have been its own fucking award ceremony.
Oh, hell yes.
It was so stacked, it had the best shit across the board, and Crunchyroll went, well, we want Attack on Titan to win all the awards, so we're gonna do it this way, and we're not gonna tell anyone. So only the normies on Twitter are gonna see.
Garbage.
Kind of lame of you, Crunchyroll.
Shame, Crunchyroll.
But we caught your asses. We saw. We wish, like, now that I know they had closed, they did extend it. They did like a 2 days extra because they got their asses caught. But it was too late. Attack on Titan's gonna sweep.
I don't know about that. I mean, maybe it's because
they're very good
of my
nominees, though.
I don't think a lot of them are like amazing. I'm like, okay, it's like I'm seeing so much Ranking Kings on here.
Because again, it's core 2, which I'm like, Ranking Kings had its fucking time in the spotlight, dude. But yeah, we will get there.
But we know best voice performance in English.
Yeah, we're gonna get there. We need to start from the top now. Like I said, we caught Crunchyroll's ass. That's not gonna stop us from judging these nominees and saying our piece on them. I'm actually quite okay considering that fall, knowing that now those. Is there gonna be any good anime this year?
Yes.
Because this year in 2023.
Remember.
Yes.
Because
like 100%.
Because I feel like 2022 anime, if we have the attention span to fucking remember them, those are going to be the ones that sweep. Chainsaw Man, Spy X Family Core 2, Bocchi the Rock. Those could be, they could be their own sweepers.
Just keep an eye on 23. Don't knock it out. I mean, like, there's a lot of shit coming up in
I'm
spring.
just saying this winter season has been pretty dead. That's the reason why we've been not,
Well,
like,
yeah.
all we want to talk about is
winter always
Trigun.
the weakest season. I mean, in my opinion.
Historically, but they've been stacked before as this, a lot of these nominees are fucking winter 2022.
Well, Lycoris Recoil, yeah. I was pretty sure that was, like, late, or
No,
early
that was
winter.
summer. No, Lycoris Recoil was summer.
Oh, we just fell behind.
But yeah, so let's start from the top.
Okay, let's do this.
Anime of the year. They have Attack on Titan, final season, part 2, as if part 3 and shit. I'm sorry, your season's not done.
Final season.
Fuck you.
That's a
I
season
hate
right
it too.
there. You.
I literally, my friend who's watching Attack on Titan, like, he's only watching it, he's not read it. I sent him, like, that Char gif I love where it's like, you know, I came here to laugh at you. Like,
Yeah.
the announcement of it's gonna be split into 2 parts. It's fucking ridiculous, this scenario.
We've already discussed this last week. It's fucking disgusting now. So
Yeah.
moving on,
Yeah.
Cyberpunk Edge Runners, awesome.
Post
Demon Slayer, the Entertainment District arc, basic. Lycoris Recoil, yes. Ranking of Kings Core 2,
Based!
Spy X Family, yes. Everyone
Based.
in this nomination, despite our feelings, deserves to be here.
Yeah.
That being said, if there is a weak link,
You're just
it's-
talking about me and Lycoris Recoil, really.
Yeah, but the weak link is Demon Slayer because of its pre-rendered effects. It's not that impressive, honestly. Honestly, make more room for Bocchi the Rock and Chainsaw Man.
As of last
Yeah.
week, I watched the first season of Demon Slayer, and I can say it's okay. It's entertaining. It's not amazing. I fucking hate the dialogue and
It's
things,
good. No,
but
Demon
it's
Slayer's
good.
very
Clear
good.
because of ad populum, this season in particular.
But
Yes.
the things that people cite as amazing, I just go, those are pre-rendered effects. That's tax evasion. That's not as impressive.
This is
as
a
you say it
shonen.
is.
Congratulations. You like shonen.
Congratulations. This is the shonen everyone wanted Black Clover to
I
be.
think it's more impressive based on the fact that UFO Table know when and where to put their budget and things. They're a generally good studio.
They
Like,
know
half
where
the
to
time-
evade their taxes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They do
half
it
the
well.
time,
They're
it's
the best
half
in
the
the
time it's like in the background it's 3D. The characters are usually 3D.
This is
when
the
they're
other
far
side
away.
of the coin of irresponsible responsibility, where Mappa just makes their fucking animators starve. Bones makes the animation pay, which is the more rational, responsible thing to do. UFO Table just says, we'll just fucking tax deduct that shit, baby. We're just not gonna claim that shit on taxes.
Best
But fuck
original
that.
anime.
We all know what our best anime of the
So,
year is
yeah,
gonna
like,
be.
honestly, UFO Table getting a little bit based
I
as time
guess.
passes. They're like, fuck the government.
Listen, but we're in
Yeah,
agreement that Ranking of Kings Core 2 is the one, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I agree.
That's what I want.
It's no contest. If you're gonna, Ranking of Kings shouldn't be here. Like, its full season was fully rewarded. But if
no,
you,
I disagree. Never
if,
stop talking about
yeah,
it. I
but-
want Ranking of Kings, the
but
final
if-
season,
yeah.
part 7.
if you're not
you know?
gonna, if you're not gonna put Chainsaw Man and Bocchi the Rock here, give it the Ranking of Kings Core 2.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Anyway, original anime, familiar face, Birdie Wing Golf Girl Story.
Yeah, remember
Yeah,
that?
what the fuck? That was a trip.
I
but
was
the
surprised.
first 2 episodes we really enjoyed when we gave it a try. It didn't hold our
Yeah,
attention.
even I watched the first
but
one.
It was pretty good. Like, it's unique. I like it.
Yeah,
Lycoris
so
Happy
Recoil.
for it.
Literally all of these originals, no one has watched. Nobody has watched short of Birdie Wing
watched
and Lycoris
Lycoris
Recoil.
What about, I gotta say, what about Lycoris Recoil?
But there's the other nominees: Healer Girl, Orbital Children, Yurei Deco,
I
and
am
Vampire in
surprised
the
Yurei
Garden.
Deco is
Many
on
things
there.
on my
It is
list.
Yurei Deco is the least interesting thing I have seen come out of.
No,
fucking
again, like, so
Science Saru.
congratulations to Birdie Wing, because no one watched these nominees.
There are 3 shoujos on this list.
And nobody watched them.
Incredible. But no, best original anime. Like, I'm glad there's more awareness and more groundswell around the genre. You guys know me. Like, it's exciting for me to see, like, Healer Girl on there, especially. Even though I haven't watched it, I'm like, oh, fucking
I
good
thought
for
Healer
you,
Girl was
bud.
that fucking thing about the elf girl traveling with a knight and she's just constantly, like, making him suffer.
I don't know.
No,
like,
I don't think so.
A lot of these
It's
fucking
like-
nominees, my first time seeing them. I did
Fair
not even know
enough.
they existed. And I'm sure for a lot of
Best-
people that was the same.
I'd probably give it to.
I don't know what
hate
the
saying-
orbital children is.
I'm giving it to Lycoris Recoil easily. It was
I'll
fucking
give
awesome.
it a Lycoris Recoil because it was the only one I
don't-
watched like at
don't
least
be-
3 to 4 episodes.
Don't be
of.
shocked if Birdie Wing wins though, because
Yo,
that's the one everyone
I need
watched.
to finish Birdie Wing. Like, it
Anyway,
sounds really good. Like, it seems good.
It was brought in as seasonal fodder, and people fucking greenlit a second season already.
Oh, really?
I think there's a
Oh, fuck yeah.
next season. I
We
think
have
there's
to
another
watch
season
this.
coming. Like fuck. And apparently it was a good ass
character
time.
design.
We watched like 3
Best-
episodes. It
yeah.
wasn't bad.
I want to finish
Best-
it. I'm gonna do it.
Best character design goes to Demon Slayer by Akira Matsushima, Spy X Family by Kazuaki Shimada, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 6, Masanori Shino, Atsuko Nozaki for Ranking Kings, Kazumasa Ishida, and for My Dress Up Darling, I didn't much care for that show, and Yo Yoshinari for Cyberpunk.
Yo Yoshinari is the only one that wasn't working from a manga, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so I just want to
Yeah,
say
pretty
that
much.
literally every nominee on this list is an adaptational character design. That
Yeah.
is fucking bullshit.
fuck
And
off.
I'm gonna be
That is
honest, I feel like
bullshit.
yeah, I agree. Cyberpunk should get that, but Ranking
might as well
Kings
just be
does
best
kind
It
of
should-
have the
it should go
best
to
character
Cyberpunk.
design.
Yep.
It should.
It should absolutely go to Cyberpunk. It's the only one that even comes close to original on this list.
And I'm gonna
And not to
say
be
as
a
well.
gay little SJW, but it's
Oh.
also got some of the most diverse character designs. Like, I like it a lot.
Oh yeah.
That
No,
being
yeah,
said,
no, Cyberpunk is sick.
if you want to make a side note for best adaptational design, Spike's
Kings.
Family's fucking great.
Oh.
Ranking of Kings is also fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
If we're talking about translating paper to animation, like
I'm gonna be hon- I
page
think-
to fluid animation, it's
I
fucking
really
great.
don't think JoJo, and this is talking as someone who loved JoJo for years and years and years. I was so turned off of Part 6.
I don't. Look, my feelings on JoJo's is the same as Dr. Stone. Some things are better left frozen in time on a page.
You guys know I don't trend chase. I never got into it.
Like honestly,
that's
best
fair.
character design this category is a fucking farce. Like
That's what I respect about you, Steena. You just kind of do your own thing.
I watch what I want to fucking watch, alright?
this is
Like,
this is where you put Birdie Wing
No,
and
same.
fucking Lycoris Recoil, all the originals. This is where they need to go.
Yep.
Like I was reading JoJo in like 2008 before it was even like majorly popular in the West and shit.
I'm gonna say, Val's not a trend chaser. Val is a trend predictor. Like, Val just has the pulse, you know?
Yeah, but sadly not a
Unintentionally.
trend set. Sadly not a trend setter.
You could be. One of these days.
Maybe.
Best
Maybe.
animation.
It's Ranking of Kings, right? Like,
I might put it to Spy Family, to be honest.
Spy Family is pretty... It's pretty.
Otherwise-
It's by wit
but
as well.
Mostly,
It's
mostly the OPs, though.
Otherwise,
is
you've
no
heard what I've had to
wonder-
say about Demon Slayer. Attack on Titan is also on this list. Akabe's Sailor uniforms on this list.
I didn't watch, but...
But the last one, which
Akabe's
I think is the
Sailor
true winner, is Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
Really?
It looks fucking good.
I'm just
It does.
remembering all the cool shit.
And
in Ranking
again,
of Kings.
it's
Those
from
fights
scratch.
looked legendary.
It's the most original thing on this list.
Fair.
It's not using the manga as its storyboards. It's the best from scratch animation.
Oh yeah. But let's
And
be
it's
honest.
fucking nuts.
Most anime now that are doing manga, like they're not even going by the manga for their fights. Like look at One Piece. They're like just doing their own thing.
Well, they're
like, for the
correcting
fights
it.
in One Piece. True.
But yeah, no,
I would give
I'm
it to
giving
Spy
Cyberpunk.
Family or Ranking Kings. Anything studio.
I think
I
Cyberpunk's
like
just.
Ranking
I think it just
Kings.
barely edges out Ranking of Kings because Ranking of Kings is also fucking phenomenal.
I was gonna say, like, they did some pretty fucking revolutionary shit with some of those fight scenes. Like,
Hmm.
shit I haven't seen in One Piece or what the fuck ever else. Like, I am still shaking from some of these fights.
Right.
That's
but
what does it
here's-
for me.
but-
Like, well-animated action, like, brava, because it can get really tedious. It can get really
True.
repetitive, and it has. But I think that
Best-
that added something so new and adaptive that, like, I don't know. I think it's
But Val,
a
remember
strong competitor.
remember what we said, Val, when we were watching Core 2? That there were times we felt like the animation and the story
There
was
was
taking a
one
breather.
episode. There was only one episode
Yeah.
where I think we agreed
so
on that.
Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
One episode.
Cyberpunk Edge Runners doesn't have that one episode. That's why it wins in my regard because
That's
it's just
true.
it was a close race, but Edge Runners never fucking stopped running.
My thing with
guess.
Trigger, though, is the way that they go into, like, and it's not a bad thing at all, I'm not insulting it, but it's the way that it goes into, like, affordability, or, like, it does that, like, kind of cheap, almost, like, I'm trying to describe it. It's like, you know, in Kill the Kill, it goes from like, you know, the really amazing fight, and then for a comedic bit or something, it'll cut to like, you know, almost paper cutouts of them just like dropping and everything in like a funny way. That's like a thing that Studio Trigger like to do a lot, and it's the kind of thing that I see there, and I'm like,
I mean, that's what happened in
it's
Bocchi
really
the
good and
Rock,
affordable
and
for
Ring
the
of
funny
Kings,
bit, but I would
mean,
still give it to Ranking Kings.
Ring of Kings does that with Blender, like, you know, like, but I know what you mean. But
I think Ranking Kings
as a
is
multimedia
the most
production
consistent
director, I stand by that is just as important.
Yeah,
I
agree.
that is equal amount of work. Is to
my vote,
marry so many different styles of media into one package.
Yeah, but my vote for Ranking Kings goes based on mostly consistency.
Well, that's why I would say about Edge Runners. I think that's still consistency.
Yeah. Anyway, best new series: Call of the Night, Cyberpunk Edge Runners, Lycoris Recoil, My Dress Up Darling, Spy Family, and Ya Boy Kong Ming.
Kong Ming. I've heard a lot about it, but I just couldn't get into it. But the best new series.
It's a Chinese anime.
Steena and I obviously go for Lycoris Recoil.
Lycoris Recoil!
Is Ya Boy Kong Ming a Chinese anime?
No, it's just about an old philosopher coming back. It's
Ya
like
boy.
It's a reverse
Ya boy.
isekai. Where he comes back into the modern day, and he's got a talent manager, and
There's
he's joining
been a
band.
few
I can
things
deal with reverse
like
isekais.
that.
Yeah.
Like, we're getting to that really weird meta point, like with OG-san. Like, same shit.
We
I
do
would
gotta
give
give
it
a
to
shout out
Spy
to Call of the
Family
Night, though.
or
Call of the
probably
Night did a
Edge Runners.
good
Shout
job.
out Call of the Night. Shout out Call of the Night Abridged. Fuck me up. Like, that's the only reason I watched any part of this show, because I love that video so much. It's solid. Like,
I watched the anime because it's just highly
the anime
recommended.
is solid. It really
It's
is.
a vibe. It's really pretty.
Best
Got a great OP.
continuing series: Attack on Titan final
But
season.
what was your
part
pick
2.
for best new series though, Val?
Oh, best new series. It has to go to Cyberpunk Edge Runner because it's a story with an actual fucking ending.
Also fair. Honorable.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
I was gonna tell you.
if there's one thing I love about Cyberpunk Edge Runner is that it's a complete story within 10 episodes. That's what I enjoy about it. But I'd also give it to Spy Family, to be honest.
Yeah, but that being said, you know Spike's family's obviously gonna win, and I want to address that. You know what? If Spike's family does win that category, they should really cherish it, because Spike's family's best days are now
It's
already
dying.
behind. It's already behind it.
Yep.
It's not
Really?
bad. No, Spike's family's not bad. It's just, I mean, the mangaka himself says it's a jobber.
Well, and interest is falling off a bit too. Like, it's kind of old news.
No, that I wouldn't say so. No, I wouldn't say so. I think the normies love it. It's just the story itself is like, again, this is a story that thought it was gonna get axed in 30 chapters, and it operates
How
that
do
way.
they stick the landing?
So that's all we're waiting though. But like, there's a movie coming out this year and a new season. I'm just saying that
There's a movie coming out,
I think
you
the
say?
movie, no, based on how episode 5 was, where they expounded upon the castle.
Oh no, that was great. That was really good.
So that gives me hope that the movie's gonna be very good.
I hope so.
Because clearly,
But I hope the anime
Wit-
I will
doesn't
go see
suck
Spy
in
Family.
turn.
Wit and Cloverworks clearly loves this material. They're gonna have a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
Um,
Please don't
but-
kill the anime.
Let's
though.
try and
But
double
saying that
time
the anime,
these if
obviously
we
the anime's
can.
probably gonna get killed.
Let's try and double time these if we can.
I was gonna say, yeah, we have best
yeah.
continuing series. We only watched 2 of these, I think.
Attack
least-
on
Yeah.
Titan, Demon Slayer, JoJo Part 6, Kaguya Sama, Made in Abyss, One Piece.
I would obviously say One Piece, but based on what you guys tell me about Kaguya-sama, I'd actually give it to that because
Oh,
Kaguya-sama
absolutely.
goes pretty fucking
I
hard.
Kaguya-sama goes
I
so
feel a way.
hard.
I feel a way about One Piece lately. I know everyone loves the new animation and everything, but it fucking vexes me sometimes with the direction. It's still great
Yeah.
though.
If it wasn't for Kaguya-sama, I actually would have given it to Attack on Titan in this category. I actually would have. It's still good. It's just It's just morally disgusting. Kaguya-sama
Best opening
quietly
series.
exists and just kicks ass.
I was gonna say Val is headed to a birthday party this
Or
this
business
day.
meeting.
No,
before
I've
the
got a
party.
meet. I've got a
Business
fucking
meeting
meeting
and then a birthday
first.
party. So do we have any
Yeah.
of these we want to skip? Is my question.
No, best opening sequence.
No,
I
we
want
can
to.
get
I
through
want to.
these.
Best
Yeah.
opening
Let's
sequence.
just try and compound our thoughts.
Let's
Obviously,
go.
I'm gonna say Naked Hero immediately.
Yeah,
the
by ranking
best
of
opening
kings.
sequence.
Yep.
Yeah, ranking of kings. Naked Hero is a
Mixed
fucking
nuts
bop.
close second.
Yeah, but that being said, though, Mixed Nuts
Oh, Mixed
is
Nuts
a
is
fucking
good.
all-timer as
Oh,
well.
yeah.
You got Naked Hero and Mixed Nuts by Spike's Family.
I can't pick between
Two
them.
all-timers. They are
Yeah.
Oh,
smashing.
but then they've also got This Fire by fucking Franz Ferdinand on there, and that song like really did like make that fucking.
But the OP
I
entirely.
forgot Franz Ferdinand did an anime OP this year.
No,
That's
no,
fucking
they
sick.
Kinda
they
sick.
took it from one of their old songs,
Yeah.
but it's just one of those songs that kind of went under the radar and people
Fucking
didn't care
awesome.
about. because Franz
Okay.
Ferdinand aren't exactly
Ending
a mainstream
sequence.
band.
So best
Right.
ending sequence, with no competition, it goes to Comedy by Spike's Family.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yes.
incredible.
Love it.
That is a masterpiece. Like the fucking OP Mixed Nuts is goated. Comedy is above goated.
The music
We are sorry,
in
people.
Spy X
You are-
Family fucks. Like,
You
all-
are
the
going
whole
to have
soundtrack.
to look up these nominations on your own.
Yeah, we're not
'Cause
gonna
we ain't
cover
got
all this
the
shit. 'cause
time.
We haven't watched
No, but
half
I
of
want to
it.
give a shout out to My Heart Is Surrendered. Kaguya-sama had some very hilarious one-shot EDs that were just.
Should I watch
prepared-
Kaguya-sama?
They were very high production considering they were jokes.
Yeah.
Like
So I should watch Kaguya-sama. Right?
you should
Absolutely.
absolutely. It's a fucking all-timer.
Okay,
let's
best
see.
We're best
score.
So this is where actually
I would.
best
Okay, I'm
score-
gonna give it to Cyberpunk immediately.
Yeah, let's give it to Cyberpunk. Akira Yamamoto.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why the fuck not?
Yeah, no, that score fucking rocks. There were loads of really good songs in that. Granted, a lot of them were just taken from the game. Best film, we got.
This category sucks.
This category sucks.
This fucking sucks. Dragon Ball
I only
Super.
saw one of these,
Steena,
fuck
One Piece
off.
film red.
Super Dragon Ball Super
I
Superhero
know.
Super is the winner
I'm
because
glad I saw at least one.
it's the only one that was actually fun.
I saw Jujutsu Kaisen Zero. I think, too,
Jujutsu
but
Kaisen Zero was really good. I went to see it with my mate Dell.
It was solid.
Okay, so maybe there is some
Yeah.
controversy.
But I liked Film
Yeah.
Red better.
Like
Yeah,
they have
I mean,
Bubble,
I also liked
Inuir,
Film Red.
One
I
Piece
didn't
Film
even
Red,
hear of this
Deer
one.
King.
I
and-
also liked Film Red, but I would never put it in best film.
yeah.
No, me either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Best anime song. So they already had an EDOP. So they're like, give it another song here. Oh, you know
It's
why?
just
New
because they want
Genesis?
they
What
just
about
want the
ba-
One Piece Red
Yeah,
song.
they
just
want
want
One Piece.
Uta.
No,
Shut the
no,
fuck up.
it should have been Backlight. It should have been
No.
fucking Backlight.
What's Backlight?
It's the fucking one she does when she's actually fighting them at first.
Top Musica? I want Top
No.
Musica.
That one is amazing, but it's like
Listen,
goes,
we all know why this category is here. They
Yeah.
should have just said
Yeah.
your favorite song from Film Red, because we know what they mean.
Toei is
That's
paying us for
true.
this one.
Yeah.
So the winner should be
Best-
my nonfiction from Kaguya-sama. It's the only true. It's only the true neutral, the chaotic good that should win.
Yeah.
My vote is for
Interesting.
comedy for Spike's Family because that
Which
song is
fucks.
so
Yeah.
fucking good.
They didn't put Top
That is a
Musica,
great
so
song.
mine is for comedy too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Best director. I've got to
I
go
don't
with
know.
Ranking Kings. I've got to go with Ranking Kings.
Sure.
Actually, wait, no. I might have to go with.
I don't understand what a
Cyberpunk.
director does in anime, if I'm being perfectly honest.
I'll be honest,
so-
all these directors are fucking incredible because how could Yuichiro Hayashi of Attack on Titan, like how does he live with himself? Like 5 fucking parts of his final season, like to keep up that brave facing of that building every morning, like that is something to commend. Also, there's Shingo Adachi, Lycoris Recoil. This motherfucker said, I love cheesy 80s action and I'm gonna make cute girls do it.
Cute girls. This is a shoujo. There are lesbians.
I'm gonna marry shoujo lesbians with cheesy 80s action. I fucking
Adachi, I
love it.
see you and I recognize
Best
you.
main.
No. I want to acknowledge all these directors. Hiroki Yamaishi for Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Fucking incredible.
Yeah, I'd give him the one.
Yosuke Hara for Ranking of Kings. The way he married so many fucking new media to make it seamless. The animation in Ranking of Kings in its best moments are goated. They're highlights for the entire
absolutely.
fucking industry. Kazuhiro Furashi for Spike's Family. To have to fucking get 2 different studios and companies to work back and forth like that. That is fucking commendable. And Haru Sotozaki, the man must be faster than Usain Bolt to avoid the fucking IRS. Whatever Japan's version of a tax government is. The fact that he keeps avoiding so much, man, the man's got legs.
Best
main
main
character.
character. We got 3 fucking
Bocchi.
rows of these. We
Bocchi
got
again, man.
Aaron Yeager.
He's come back.
Year 2,
I would
Bocchi.
actually say
No,
say
I'm
Aaron
tired.
Yeager.
We gave that to Aaron
I'm
last
tired
year.
Of him. He won everything
I
last
grow
year.
weary of Aaron. Attack on
Oh,
Titan
if,
continues
if
to
that's the
age.
case, Lloyd Forger.
Aaron Yeager is a military industry
You just like
complex
voicing
cuck.
Lloyd.
I'm
No,
tired of his ass.
I fucking love Aaron Yeager. He has the
Aaron-
hardest fucking
oh my
time.
gosh,
I remember
war
when
is
you were comparing.
inevitable.
I remember when you were comparing him to Guts. And
I
went,
don't have a
Guts
choice.
Never had to go through such a moral
Predeterminism.
fucking problem.
Woo.
He just
Oh my
doesn't want
God,
his
guys.
dick cut up and for
Stop
people
yelling
to
at
be
each
fucking.
other. We know Aaron Yeager is a fucking cash shill. We all know it. Fuck him. Boji
He's
for
a goat.
life.
He's
But
a
Chisato's
goat.
also there.
Chisato is
From
pretty
Lycoris Recoil.
based. Chisato might be. You know what? No, fuck it. I say Chisato.
David Martinez from Cyberpunk is also there.
Yeah, he's all right. He's not
Basically,
the best.
whatever
He
your
worries me
flavor,
a
pick
little.
your the best main character nomination is pick your poison. Everyone wins.
Got me fucked up between Bocchi and Chisato.
Fucking the incels have Marin for My Dress Up Darling. Aaron Yeager for
Val
all the
has
fucking radicals.
Lloyd.
For the military cucks. Yeah,
I do
Aaron
love
Yeager.
Lloyd a lot.
Yeah,
Lloyd is
Lloyd
fucking
Forger
great.
Lloyd's
is
a great
there.
lead.
If you want to be a normie, and that's a good thing, you have Lloyd Forger.
Yep.
There's
I
never
like
been
Lloyd
a better
Forger.
time to be a normie when Lloyd Forger is sitting right there.
Lloyd
Anyway,
Forger for
best
the normies
supporting
and Val.
character. It's
Best
gonna go to
supporting character.
Kage. Oh wait, actually
Wait,
it's Kage
hang
or
on.
Anya.
Let us see this real quick.
Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. Because yes, Kage is the best bro fucking ever.
I bet
ranking
Ryuko
of
Anya's
kills.
the most.
so-
Anya's like the most entertaining fucking supporting
But
character. I've
Anya
seen
is
in
going.
anime recently.
Anya is absolutely going to fucking win. Your Forger being here, that someone doesn't know what the fuck they're talking
I
about.
was gonna say,
Because
your
your-
Forger is...
Yours not that good of a character. I'm sorry.
No.
She's
We try our
alright.
best to the abridged, but yours kind of a filler.
Abridged Yor is a character. Regular Yor is a
A
wife
jobber.
prop. She's a wife prop.
She's a wife prop. She's a reward.
It's most protect all at all
We-
costs
but
character.
next season we are getting the cruise
This
line
is where
arc,
we need
so-
to go. Okay, fuck this
But
category.
yeah, Anya
Must protect.
Forger's gonna win. So okay.
Most protect all
No,
at all
so
costs
hold on.
character. It's
Stop.
Bocchi.
Before we say anything, I must address.
Okay.
Must protect at all costs. We now have a gender-neutral replacement for best boy and girl.
Yeah.
5 people got very loud and angry on Twitter for us to have this
What?
category, and you know what? Let's give them credit. Because it's going to make this very cringe award ceremony much shorter. Because we have 3 fucking music awards. And now we're splitting best character into 1 award. We have Anya Forger, Kage, Bocchi from Ring of Kings, Kotaro, we have Shoko Kumi from Komi Can't Communicate, and we have Marin from My Dress Up Darling. Obviously the winner is Kotaro. From
Kotaro Sato.
No, it's
Baby
Bocchi.
boy. No.
No.
Watch Kotaro Lives Alone.
if you don't think it's Kotaro,
on, I
you
don't
have never
have
watched
Netflix.
Kotaro.
Objectively.
I don't
wrong.
have Netflix.
Val, we
I
will
don't
watch this
want
together
to.
and you'll understand what
You
we're
can
talking
pirate
about.
it.
Pirate it. It makes me
Fine.
sad. It makes me sad, but
Fine.
it's worth it.
Netflix sucks. You can pirate now.
Yeah.
I couldn't
it's
possibly
$16 a
pirate
month.
anime. I'd never pirate
Okay,
anime.
fine.
Ever.
Fine, we'll watch it together.
Even
You
if
twist
it's
in
Netflix
my arm.
original?
I'll hang out with you, Val. Fuck.
What? You make it sound like it'd be a real chore to
I
hang
know,
out
that's
with
But,
the-
you.
but
that's-
here's
the-
the-
that's-
we're,
that's the
we're,
joke. I
We're
love you.
arguing as if Anya isn't gonna fucking win, though.
Anya will win, but Kotaro deserves it more.
Yes.
Bocchi
Best
also deserves it
action.
more than Anya, but
So best action.
I'd give it to Spy Family.
You're into the Spy Family? Honestly, that's fair.
that's fair.
That's very fair.
But Edge
But
Runners
you know
is
we're back on our bullshit with our girl anime.
Edge Runners
Runner's
has
also
cool
good.
action, but it's alright.
Yeah, but honestly, like this is a category. This is the first category where Demon Slayer actually belongs in.
Yeah.
True.
It makes
True.
a showing here. It does.
I think the odd one out is JoJo's Part 6, but just because JoJo's
was-
Part
it
6
was
was a rough
meh.
go for everyone.
It was man,
Yeah.
yeah. Best
We have best
comedy.
Kaguya Sama.
I gotta give it to Spike's Family because the only one I like.
I'll go from Another Worlds in this category, bro. You didn't even finish your season.
right?
You're not even done production.
But it's a comedy and it happened.
They put Kotaro on here as well.
Kotaro technically a comedy, funniest show I've ever seen, but not categorically a comedy.
They're apologizing for Kotaro like right now, like,
Right.
and it's like this ain't the good place to put it.
Sorry, it's not everywhere, but it is in the next category. So Spy Family for best comedy, Kaguya for Ivan, but best drama, Kotaro
Yeah,
Lives Alone.
now Kotaro's in this. Kotaro is both in best comedy and drama is more fitting for Kotaro.
And it's amazing. It's a drama.
I give it to
but the
Cyberpunk
drama,
'cause I
it's
watched
got a
it.
deep
Cyberpunk
theme.
also very deserving on the drama front.
That's true.
Yeah.
Again, it
That
wasn't
is-
for me.
that is Trigger's
but it
Ross
was for
show.
someone, and it is undeniably good. I have to
yeah.
have to not be a dick about it to piss off host. It is an undeniably good show.
It's Trigger's best story.
Yeah.
They really.
Best fantasy. This is an
Best
easy one.
fan-
Ranking
But I want to say
Kings.
before we move on for best drama, just getting it up. 86. People should watch it.
Honorable
If you-
That's
mention.
the one that
for-
everyone's
for
fucking talking
the
about.
Mecha, for the mech guys, you should watch 86.
86 is a mecha?
Yep.
Oh, why wasn't I informed?
Because people are sleeping on it.
We have 4
Oh.
categories left.
Best fantasy. So
Ranking
Mushoku Tensei,
Kings.
Jarvis Reincarnation would have won this category if they hadn't fucking done that creepy pedo shit at the very end. Man, they shit it at the fucking last episode.
It was
Well, I mean,
gonna be a
medieval. Whoa,
decent
whoa!
isekai.
In all fairness, medieval times was rife with like banging.
That guy is
young
40
girls.
fucking years old. Fuck off.
Yeah, it's
I don't
gross,
I don't
but that's
want to
the
be
point.
reminded of it again.
No.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. It's an isekai. He's a modern man.
Just the
This
1900s
this
in general.
is the caveat. If you're gonna have an isekai, you must abide by the rules of modernity.
Yes. Please
Uh,
stop giving me pedophilia in my isekais.
Stop
Just
it.
in
I don't know
Mushoku
general.
about
Tensei is
that.
so fucking good.
But
we
it's
don't
irrelevant.
This is obviously not a defense of it, but I understand why it's there to a degree. So yeah.
No, I get it. I get it.
The reason I'm frustrated is because it's so fucking good otherwise.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, like Romeo and Juliet were like fucking teenagers. And
But they were
shit,
both
they're pretty
both teenagers.
They were
Exactly.
both teenagers.
Exactly.
They were both
Exactly.
teenagers.
I said Romeo and Juliet were like teenagers. I'm
Yes,
not
that's
denying.
the point, though.
That's not the problem.
That's
The problem
the
is-
problem. The problem is the pedo shit. We don't
Oh
care
no
if
no no no
teenagers
no!
fuck.
I know.
Anyway, ranking kings
Okay,
gets
that's
best
true.
fantasy.
My
Yeah,
point
best
was
romance?
I need to justify this. My point
No,
was more
no.
that like middle age is just
You
ripe
know
with
when Ranking of
horrible
Kings is
bullshit.
sitting right there for best fantasy.
Yeah.
Of course,
Best
of course.
romance is a fucking sham because Couple of Cuckoos isn't on here, so Kaguya wins by default.
Hey,
Yeah.
I voiced in that.
Yeah, that's the reason why we're angry. Is that
I know.
you were in, you
Couple
were
of
in,
Cuckoos was so much better.
yeah, and
Yeah,
you were in it, and
I
we
could have
can't have
bullshit.
it.
I could have put that bullshit on my resume.
Exactly, you would have
voicing
been
in award
Crunchyroll-
winning.
Yeah, nominee
Yeah.
Valentine Stokes for best romance and a couple of cucks. I mean cuckoos. So otherwise
I didn't
we have
watch a
Call of the
single one
Night,
of these.
Komi Can't Communicate, My Dress Up Darling, Kaguya Sama, Love After World Domination, Shikimori's Not Just a Cutie. This is the most basic fucking category
I might give it to
ever.
You didn't even
Shikimori's
mess
not
up
just a
Dress Up My
cutie.
Darling.
I might give it to Shikimori's not just a cutie. I've seen that. It's kind of
Fine.
nice.
No, Kaguya Sama.
We do love to see Boku girl representation, so.
Yeah, I
Call
love
of the Night is
Boku
also
Girl.
very good, but
Boku girl, Utena
Boku
knockoff.
girl.
Woo! Okay.
okay, best voice performance, Japanese. I have to give it to, honestly, JoJo's had a rough go. I'm giving it to Fairu's Eye. I'm giving it to, for the voice actress for Jolene.
Fair
And
as fuck.
I-
Fair
like-
as fuck.
That's who I'm giving it to.
Hanai.
I didn't see it, so I vote for Chika. Anzai for. Who did she voice in Lycoris Recoil? I just know that whole voice cast was fucking amazing.
It was a very good, Lycoris
like-
Recoil had a great
Oh, Anyone in Lycoris
I know
Recoil
you don't
could've
like
won it.
Eren, but I will give it to Yuki Kaji if that's the voice of Eren, just because that
Pretty
guy
sure
does
it
have
is.
like an amazing set of pipes on, like the
He
Japanese.
does. We've addressed him before that he sells Eren Yeager's whole thing.
Absolutely.
If you want to give it, you can.
Best voice performance in English.
Steve and I agree that this is a tie.
Yeah.
Jeremy Lay for Kotaro and Zach Aguilar for Martinez.
Jeremy Lee as Kotaro
In Edge
is
Runners.
such an amazing, like, it's the most unique take
Yeah.
on a child's voice ever because Kotaro is an impossibly unique character. But as my runner-up, I would also give Zach Aguilar.
Yes.
I think
Aguilar.
it is. I don't know if that's how it's pronounced. I'm not great with Latin American names, but he is
Raw.
really incredible. Raw.
That is a
Real.
raw dub. That is a raw dub.
He's so real.
I
love
I
it.
know he did the main character in Demon Slayer, and I was honestly surprised because I watched Cyberpunk first, and I prefer his performance in Cyberpunk so much more compared to what he does.
That dub is
in-
fucking awesome.
in fucking Demon Slayer all the time, because I'm not that big on the dub on Demon Slayer. Not that anyone's doing a bad job, but that's just my personal opinion. You can
No, I
tell
get
that Zach Aguilar has like a deeper voice, really, and he's kind of pitching it up a lot more to get the whatever his fucking
I want to
name
give
is
some
in
due
Demon
to the
Slayer.
other guys in this category: Amanda Lee, Natalie Van
Yeah.
Sistine, Zeno Robinson, Sungwon Cho. Guys, you were all incredible.
Why do they have to include his like YouTube name?
Because so people-
I
because-
know.
Because
So
quiet
people-
racism. Because honestly, Korean name, it's gonna fuck some people up.
But they included
I don't know.
Amelie's
And,
YouTube name
and also
too.
because clout chasing, it's Amelie
it's
as
the
well.
clout part.
It's the clout part.
I don't
But,
like
and
Yeah.
also Zeno Robinson because Crunchyroll only nominates 2 black voice actors when Belle Ruspe is sitting right there. Stop it. Zeno, you're fucking awesome, but there are more black voice actors. Daenerys agrees with us on that one.
I think he would agree with you.
Yes, I think Zeno would agree with us as well.
Like, I think we all are.
There are more than 2 black voice actors, Crunchyroll, that you can nominate every year. I'm sorry. But everyone's incredible. The reason why we picked Jeremy and Zach is because all of these roles, these other roles, were expectedly great performances. Jeremy and Zach gave us unexpectedly great. These surprised us.
Yes.
How fucking good these were.
Oh my god. Val, whenever either A, you watch Kotaro on your own, or B, we watch it together, like, you'll see exactly what we mean.
I will watch
because
it with you someday.
goated performance. Oh my god.
I will watch it with you
let's
someday.
prioritize it. But in the meantime, we are at time, I do believe.
We're right at the edge.
We
had to run.
we're on
This
the
was
edge.
a quick one,
I've gotta
guys.
go. The train
gotta
is going.
shit and go to
I'm
his
behind the
business
train. I'm
Val's taking
pushing the
business.
train.
This is a business transit this week.
Yes.
I'm pulling this train on my fucking back. Get on, you losers.
Yeah, everyone, thank you so much. Sorry for such a quickie, but and for such a loud one, I know. But like
so many opinions in so little time.
so many
Right.
minutes. So sorry for the shock that we've just put you through.
Yes.
But yeah, greatly. We had a fun time. We will talk about these in more detail when the actual Crunchyroll Awards happen on March 4th. So it'll be that weekend we record that episode. So we will be very fresh off the boat for the those more detailed discussions.
Hell yeah.
just
Go,
as
go,
angry.
go, go.
Otherwise,
go.
we're out of here. We'll see you for a normal episode next week. Bye-bye.
Mind the gap as you exit our podcast safely. Rebuild of Joycast is hosted by Ivan LeRoy and Valentine Stokes. LeRoy's written and directed works can be found on the JoyRide Entertainment YouTube channel and the soon-to-be-released original web manga, Paramedic. Val's dulcet tones can be heard in many of your favorite anime and web series, such as Ruby, Death Battle, Tribe 9, Lackadaisy Cats, and more. This episode was edited by Steena Carey, with YouTube version edited by Cody Rock. Music provided by Lo-Fi Geek. Intro and outro narration by Steena Carey. Outro music composed by Michael Pejovich. Logo and visuals designed by Ivan LeRoy. Rebuild of Joycast is produced by JoyRide Entertainment and Rock Voice Productions LLC, and made possible thanks to Patreon donations from generous listeners like you. This month's highest-tiered Patreon producers are Mr. Host, Gooner Bear, Mary Bowtie, and Hope D. Cruz. If you would like your name shouted out at the end of each podcast, an invite to our private Discord to interact with fans, cast and crew, or early access to all of our content, be sure to check out JoyRide Entertainment's Patreon. Links provided in the description. Thank you for keeping JoyRide's engine burning.